Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin, with a anime review that I have been waiting to do this review, but the first impressions just came in the way, and it was hard to do this review. Um, it's a heart-wrenching anime. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's on Netflix. I will talk about it obviously in this review, but obviously I'm talking about Kotaro Lives Alone. There's been quite a bit of TikToks and recommendations here and there, left and right, recommending this series specifically, and it's very much it's a shocker. If you watch the first episode, it doesn't really give you the emotion of the actual full extent of the actual anime. But anyways, if you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love to my channel by commenting, liking, and sharing. There should be already a giveaway video out today, so or by now. So make sure you go check it out. I did record it today. Should have been out a few days ago. So make sure you check it out. Give some love to it. You can get some free stuff. You can get as many stuff as you want if you really just make sure you follow the rules on the video. One of them is subscribing, so might as well do it now more than later. So, um, Kotaro Lives Alone again can be found on Netflix. It is only 10 episodes long, but 10 episodes was enough. I want to start with the rating itself. I myself was going to rate this an 8.5, and I'm looking at my anime list right now, and it's at 8.4, which is very much deserving. Very, very, very much deserving. So I completely agree with the people that are rating it on my anime list. I believe it's an 8.5, a little bit higher, but 8.4, 8.5. That's definitely at the level where this anime stands. Now, for me, 8.5 is one of those animes that is memorable. And this one definitely is. We meet this little boy Kotaro, and he moves into this apartment complex, and he's living alone. And he's a very polite kid, and introduces himself to all his neighbors, and he makes friends with his next door neighbor, Shin Karino, which is he's a manga creator, and basically he becomes kind of like a father figure to him. And he takes him to the bathhouse, he takes him to school, picks him up from school, stuff like that. Other people from the apartment complex also interact with him throughout the whole season and really give him the attention that he needs as a kid. Uh, as well, going to school, going to events like Mizuki, which is a girl who has a rough life. She's also a drunk, but at the same time, she makes sure that Shin has the emotional side open enough for Kotaro to, you know, have that for him. And then you have Tamaru, which he's kind of like he lives like a thug. He not really a thug, but like a mafia thug, but very, very, very warm heart for Kotaro. He loves Kotaro, thinks Kotaro is the best in the world. So all these three characters are people, neighbors in the complex that really love Kotaro and are really watching out for him. Now, we learn Kotaro's past through the entire season, and we just get bits and pieces here and there. And there's certain things that Kotaro does in the first episodes that you think, well, that's a cute quirk, or that's cute, and that's fun that he does that. For example, he imitates a character from a show that he admires, and he wants to be as strong as him. And as a viewer, you're thinking, well, that's cute, right? Every little kid wanted to do that. But then you learn that the reason that he wants to be stronger as a little boy is because his father he's abusive. He's explosive. At one point, we see kind of a flashback where he's hiding under a table in his daycare, where his dad is yelling like, "Where is he? Where is he? Let me, he's my son. Let me have him." And he's just like panicking under a table, and we understand why Kotaro wants to be strong, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, because he thinks that at one point he will have to confront his father, and he needs to be strong and prepared in his life. And that is just gut wrenching. I mean, I'm trying to hold my tears right now. I'm being completely honest, because I see my daughters, and it's a joy to see them act and want to be like princes and all this stuff, want to be superheroes, they want to be strong, and you think it's cute, but for a boy like him, it's a whole different thing. A boy that went through an abusive relationship, it's tough. Now, we also see that he is well off, living off. We have a girl in particular who delivers the money to him. She says that it's from a donor, and in reality, where the money comes is from a life insurance that his mother took out before she passed away. Now, this is another gut wrenching truth, that Kotaro doesn't know that his mother died. Kotaro believes that his mother abandoned them and she left. Um, and I don't know if he knows and doesn't want to cope with it, or he just doesn't know. But at the end of the season, Karino, one of the neighbors, his neighbor, next door neighbor, takes him to see the grave of his grandparents, and Karino notices that his mother's name is also there. He covers it to protect Kotaro, and it hurts because Kotaro has high hopes to see his mom, and we as a viewer, we learn early on that his mom is dead, so we see certain things that he does to prepare himself for when the mom is going to return, and as a viewer, you're like, baby boy, she ain't coming back. And as that neighbor, um we understand why he does what he does at the end of the season, and it's very gut wrenching. Overall, and I'm gonna say everything. Overall, this is a series that really takes serious topics and adds it to a very comical, lighthearted anime. I want to say 75%, if not more, of each episode is funny, it's witty, it keeps you laughing and entertained. But then you get that 10, 15, 20% of the series that is serious, that is, like, oh shoot, there's something wrong here, right? Um, that it hits you hard, and I remember seeing at least two, three episodes of this series, and just feeling feeling like, man, I really want to. I want to be like his neighbors. I want to be there for him. I want to, if there was a boy like that lived close to me, that lived alone, that he at one point invites a friend over, and his friend is complaining how he's gonna run away, and that way his mom is gonna miss him, and how his mom is gonna say, how she should have done something better to keep him there. And at the end of that episode, Quasito says, "Well, I'm going home," and he goes with him home, and his home is completely dark, and he's like, "Where's your mom? Where's your dad?" And he's like, "I have no mom. I have no dad. I live alone." And the boy understands that he is way, way much better off in his life than Kotaro. It doesn't understand that having a mom to worry for him is a privilege. So, oh gosh, great series. It hits me because I have kids, and obviously, I don't want anything like that to happen to my kids. And I obviously I'm not an abusive father, but thinking that one day, I might not be there for them. We just don't know if you are going to be there for their lives. It hit me as a dad. So 8.5 is definitely a good rating for this one. I'm sorry that I cried on camera. I try not to so much, but it was a good series. It was a good series, and I really did enjoyed it. Go check it out. It's on Netflix. 10 episodes. You would not regret it. Give some love to this channel. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. And guys, like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.